Fashion in She Factor world is not just about clothes. It's about your hair, your makeup, and also about the space that you fill. So we're going to hear from Sheryl Hadley on how to organize your life and your space.
Hi, I'm Sheryl Hadley with Organization and Relocation, and I am so happy to be part of the She Factor graduation party. Congratulations to everybody. You have a bright future in front of you during these uncertain times. I promise you, because I also graduated during very uncertain times. It was a recession. Most of my friends did not have jobs. I was lucky to have a job only because it was something I had done as an internship in college. I went directly to work for a company called Knoll International and sold office furniture, although I did start as an assistant, so you have to start somewhere. But then you grow and grow. So the first lesson I want to teach you is be adaptive, be resilient, and most importantly, persevere. The more you persevere and you're resilient to the changes that come along, the farther you will go, the faster you will do that. When I graduated from college, I couldn't have ever told you I was going to end up as a professional organizer, which I've been doing now for 15 years. It's quite a trendy career now, but there wasn't much of it known back in the late 80s. In fact, side note, I wanted to tell you, I was a Delta Gamma with Heidi Ganal, and it is awesome that we are reconnected, and I admire everything she's done and everything she is doing with She Factor, especially to educate young women on their career paths and life paths. When I graduated from college, I was absolutely petrified. I wanted to go right to work. I didn't know how I was going to pay my bills. So I made sure I had a job. I interned in college for a company called Knoll International. Look it up. It's beautiful modern furniture, Museum of Modern Art. And they were thriving in the mid 80s. Well, the oil crash happened in 87 and everything went kaput. So I was not able to go to work for this company, but my boss at that company had started her own company and hired me as her assistant. Some of you may be moving to new cities. Maybe you're even moving to a new country eventually, and you wonder how to do that in the easiest, most efficient way. Well, to get yourself started, the first thing you want to do is purge, purge, purge. How do you get to the purging process? You start by sorting and categorizing like items with like. Once you do that, you will be blown away that you still have these 26 things left over from childhood or the things you never wanted to get rid of from college. But now you're in an emotional place where you can, because you're moving on to a new future. You hear a lot about sparking joy in the organizing industry, and we like to say, let's spark reality. What do things really mean to you? Just because you haven't used something in a year, I know a lot of people say you need to get rid of stuff if you haven't used it in a year, but it might have special meaning and it's just not a part of your life right now. So don't hold on to everything. Ask yourself, do I use it? Do I love it? Do I appreciate it? I have things from my Aunt Gert that I don't love, but I appreciate so much, and I stash them in a cabinet in my house when I'm looking for something else, and I see that and it'll bring me some joy. So it doesn't mean it's something I'm using every day, but these things are important. We're learning a lot today that people buy too much. And if something has meaning, you're not going to buy something else, hopefully, right? It's going to help you with your budget as well. Think about those things as you're getting ready to pack up and move, whether you might have to move home for a while. In fact, I did that, and that was one of the best things I could do. I was able to save money, so when I went into my first apartment, I wasn't in debt. Big mental difference, huge mental difference, as a matter of fact. It is not a bad thing to move home. So do that as you need to build your confidence, build your savings, build your career. Lastly, I couldn't have told you in a million years that I would be an entrepreneur. That's why it's so important to be adaptive, be resilient, persevere, be persistent, and stay organized. I'm so lucky I found this career because I love it, but it took some trials and tribulations. So when you have those foundations, those systems, you will succeed. Best of luck, and you're in great hands with the She Factor. Have a great time.